Welcome to the Leadership Center. Today we're talking about one of the most underrated, overlooked, but absolutely essential components of effective leadership. This is part 2 of my visit to the dentist, and what a visit it was. As I mentioned in a previous episode, during a routine dentist appointment, I had an amazing conversation with my dentist, who, by the way, happens to be a phenomenal leader and runs a highly productive and efficient practice. It is something to behold, to be honest. She had just hired a new hygienist, and this was my first time meeting her. But what had stood out to me was how present my dentist actually was, coming in and out of the room often, and we began to have discussions. One of the discussions we had was that we started to talk about the importance of leaders and them being available to their people. Being present, what does that mean? It's not just in theory. It's not just in title or through emails. No, it's actually something that happens on a practical basis. I'm talking about leaders who are nearby, leaders who walk the floor. They talk to their people. They listen to the customers and to the people they serve. They stay close enough to understand what's really happening inside their organization. Presence is not micromanagement, by the way. It's about connection. It's about clarity. It is leadership in its purest form. If you're not connected, I'm not sure what you're spending your time on. Today, I want to give you 5 powerful reasons why being present and hands-on is absolutely essential, and how your presence, by the way, gives you a competitive advantage for your team and for your customers. Reason number 1, presence builds trust and reduces anxiety. When leaders stay physically and emotionally distant, then people fill the gaps with fear and assumptions. Sometimes they just make things up because they don't know what's going on. But when leaders are nearby, approachable, and engaged, something powerful begins to happen. Trust goes up. Anxiety goes down. We talk about trust a lot on our channel. Your team stops wondering what you think, and they stop guessing how you feel. They stop assuming the worst and begin to believe the best. A present leader communicates stability and confidence simply by being there. And trust is the foundation for everything else. Results, performance, culture, loyalty, I could go on, you name it. Reason number 2, presence improves communication and it eliminates confusions. Emails get misread, messages get lost, assumptions get made, tones can be misunderstood. But when you're present, conversations become clear, simple, and most important, human. They are effective. You can say things like, tell me what's happening, show me the issue, explain what you need. Or how about the big one? How can I help you? You hear tone, you see emotion, you understand the context and the content of what is going on. This prevents small misunderstandings from becoming big organizational problems. And of course, it reduces confusion. Present leaders don't just talk, they communicate. And there is a difference. Reason number 3, presence helps leaders to see reality and not just reports. Every leader knows this. Reports tell you what people want you to know, but presence shows you what's really happening on a moment-by-moment basis. When you walk the floor, when you talk to customers, when you sit with your frontline staff, you learn the truth. You understand what's really happening and what's really going on. You see the bottlenecks, you notice the waste, you spot the opportunities because you are seeing it with your own eyes. Leaders who stay close to the work make better decisions. They understand the real environment, not the filtered version. They're getting the full story for themselves. Reason number 4, presence creates a culture of accountability and motivation. When leadership is nearby, the standard rises automatically. It's a natural thing. Not because people are afraid, by the way, but because they feel and they see that they are supported and they are valued and worthy of your time. Your presence communicates, I care about what you're working on. I'm invested in your success. I'm here to help you, not judge you or catch you doing something wrong. Employees step up when they know the leader is part of the journey, not just watching from a distance. Reason number 5, Presence strengthens customer relationships and responsiveness. Your customer feels the difference when leadership is present. They see you listening. They see you observing. They see that you care. A present leader hears complaints sooner, solves problems faster, and spots trends before the competition. Customers think, wow, leadership actually pays attention here. And that's important to me. That matters to me. That clearly creates loyalty. It creates trust. It sends a message that we are not too important and that we are willing to show up when people are there and when we serve them. In conclusion, let's think about this for a moment. Leaders, your presence is not a small thing. It's a force multiplier. When you show up, everything changes. I mean, everything changes. Communication improves. Trust deepens. Problems get solved faster. Customers feel valued. Teams feel supported. Man, I could go on and on with the list. You cannot lead people you never see. You cannot understand what you never experience, and you cannot influence what you're too distant to feel yourself. So walk the floor. Listen to your people. Stand with your customers. This is essential. Let your presence become your power. Because great leadership doesn't show up from a distance, it shows up. Thank you for joining me today on the Leadership Center. Please, any comments, any thoughts, any ideas, post them beneath, and I will try and answer all of them as best as I can.